Almost 20 years ago, when computers became available at home, they were also available for music composing. They were very simple programs. Usually they could handle only several instruments, and they were very poor quality. You could hear music coming from the speaker as if it would be phone speaker, but nevertheless the computer allowed to save your compositions and enjoy them with rich instrumentation. Suddenly you didn't need to have music players to perform your music, and that I found really amazing. You could have string quartet or rock band or even symphony orchestra available at your hand. Video cameras, then they had an opportunity to be connected with computers. They also opened a new horizon for video installations and video art. I remember when there were very sophisticated at that time tools to connect video camera to the computer, but nevertheless they instantly gave an opportunity to mix video and music. And I found it really amazing because you could see the impact, how differently video was interpreted when music is playing, and vice versa. What's the music, the purpose of music when there is video on the side? Because that was probably for the first time when a general computer user could use a computer to compose music and have it performed by rock band, by string quartet, or even symphony orchestra. So I found it very fascinating that you can create music, store it, and play it back after some time. You didn't need to have live musicians to do that. When video cameras became available, there was a next leap forward, because then you can suddenly film things and edit them on a computer, even though the process was very difficult because computer couldn't handle video material 20 years ago easily. But that was very, very fascinating to see how music works with video, what emotional context it brings, and how it changes the picture, and vice versa, how you can influence music with adding particular picture. So I always loved this synthesis between music and video. Growing Up and Cecilia, they are both short films, funny stories about weird situations, what can happen in life. And well, probably they couldn't happen in life, at least in Cecilia, or maybe in certain circumstances you have to watch the film and see what happens in there. But anyway, music is music in film is probably always targeting for the same thing, which is to give an appropriate emotional context to the story or to the characters of the film. So the composer steps into the process either very early from the script stage, what it happened in Going Up project, when I had the script and I was preparing the style of music, started to developing themes, instrument them, and when I had a rough cut, I could easily adapt with the existing music material to the film. Or sometimes composer steps into the process in the very last stages. What happened, for instance, with Cecilia, because I had already filmed version and then I need to add certain music for dramatic development of the film. I think both ways work fine. If you have more time for the film and you can develop themes, I think your produced music result becomes more productive, more effective. But I can't say that it doesn't work to step in the process when you have already edited version of the film and you just need to supply some music. So both ways work fine. Film music most often is dedicated to create a particular mood or emotion in the film, and therefore when composer starts in the process, whether it is in the very early of the script stage as it happened with Going Up film, or later on when there is a rough cut edit and the composer needs to step in and to make the film story more immersing and more fluent, It's always about the emotional line, what emotionally you would like your audience to feel about either the story or the characters, what they are experiencing, what they're going through. The feature documentary film about the national Lithuanian basketball team is coming in Lithuanian theaters on 31st of May. So it's a unique film in that regard that probably for the first time a filmmaker had an opportunity to be so close to the Lithuanian national basketball team. Well, basketball is a very important sport in Lithuania. I can say it's more than sport, it's like a second religion, because everybody is so much in the basketball, and there is Lithuanian pride to be together with basketball in some regard. So we were really excited that we had those several months to spend together with the Lithuanian national team, and we were together during the preparation for the European Championship, during the European Championship of basketball that took place in Lithuania last year. And the film is really about what happens for the stars and how they live. And you know, on the one hand, the film shows that they are ordinary people like we are. On the other hand, they are really those 12 people who many Lithuanian young people dream to become one of the 12 best basketball players. So it's really exciting to see how they train, how they live, and to see their emotions, sometimes in very difficult situations. The film is patriotic, it's heroic, it's supporting Lithuanian national pride in a good sense, in a way that you must love your homeland, you must work for your homeland, you must stand up when sometimes you don't win, and you know you have to stand up. So we hopefully reach our audience's hearts with this message, and they will like our film, and we'll see, that's coming up soon. There are not many films being done in Lithuania because the financial situation probably influences the most. Lithuania is not a big country, and only few feature films are done every year. And hopefully that number will increase when Lithuania will become a more significant part of the European filmmaking community, and the funds from the European Union and cooperation with other countries will become more frequent than it is nowadays. On the other hand, Lithuania is strong in documentary filmmaking tradition, and there are quite a few documentary films that have been recognized and internationally awarded. So on the one hand, we have feature films that have strong author filmmaking tradition, when director, scriptwriter, and sometimes even producer is on one person, and that tradition is rather strong in many Eastern European countries. On the other hand, documentary filmmaking is strong and prevailing, and I'm sure we'll see quite a few interesting productions in the near future. Lithuania also has a lot of stories to tell. It has very rich history, starting from early ages to talking about the 20th century, with all the difficult times and sometimes even very frustrating times for the history of Lithuania. So there are many stories to be told, and hopefully they will be told in films, and we will see them in the near future. Well, I'm definitely gonna stay in film business. That's at least my dream. Hopefully my life will take me there too. Now, whether I will direct films, that's a very difficult question to answer. it's a very difficult job, and it's a very demanding job. That's one of the reasons why so many things stand behind the director's shoulders, since life takes you to the places you never expect. So I'm really happy with my composing career I'm doing at the moment. I also enjoyed starting production career, film production, and we'll see, whether that area can also expand. Directing is a very demanding job, and I could see how it is challenging to do producer's job for the feature documentary about the Lithuanian basketball team. So I just, filmmaking is a huge demanding work, and directing is probably most demanding and exhausting. Therefore, probably it's difficult to imagine, and you can do several jobs and do them properly, like composing, directing, and producing. On the other hand, I can't say no, because you never know where life takes you and what you have to do. So we'll see. The future will show, but in the near future, probably I will not direct.